I'll hold this area.
From the past who ain't got the answer, I got the answer. Guns round bricks when the flow like a dancer. Gangsters in your crew, there's no chance, and I won't take yes for the answer. When shots fly, you be jumping like an Irish dancer. My name's Emo, so class A like Nino, troublemaker like Reno. Yo, everything seems cloudy. Never been robbed in the game 'cause I'm rowdy. Carry on, I'ma take a hammer to your Audi. I'm like a soldier who's Saudi. You're not like Rowdy. Wanna see try and help me. It's next week and you still ain't found me. The phone starts ringing when I drag through round. Hello, where's Lethal? We ain't inbound. Come nearer, standing outside the office you don't care. Trying to think, cause I think one found a layer. See you on the stage, yo, the crowd don't care ya. Ask if I care, fam, never been a carer. Want a Lamborghini, Lord, new Alphamera.
So yeah, unfortunately, Xbox captures only go to 10 minutes. So yeah, I just blacked out. I couldn't show me finishing it. In hindsight, I wish I just immediately. I had time behind cover too to just immediately start doing another video so you could see. I just do a two-parter so you could see it all. But it's whatever. The main thing is, I just care that I know I did it. Because I spent a while. I think I failed like 4 or 5 times initially. And there's a couple times where I actually just died instantly trying to kill that purple immediately, because not because I'm still not a tank, but just because you take so much damage from everything on Legendary, and then I just got hit by everything. So I think I got hit with like drone bombs combined with the robots and people, of course, all hitting me at the same time, and then the bombs stagger me, and that's what kills me then. And again, that's why I don't use explosive resist, because explosive resist doesn't help with the stagger. And if I ever die from drone pilots or bombs on this guy, it's because of the stagger, honestly. They really don't do that much damage to me. Well, I do notice they tend to do a lot of damage to my shield though, but not really my armor, I've seen. But even so, the main thing that kills me from them is the stupid staggering. And that's why I prefer armor regen, because armor regen helps against everything, and it stacks with your armor too. So yeah, I prefer that. Anyway, it was pretty obvious at the end that I was going to win though, and that's when I knew it, because I realized I was worried my shield wouldn't be durable enough for 2 Chunguses, but it actually was. Like 2 Chunguses on Legendary. Of course on Heroic I don't care, but on Legendary, I was thinking, I don't know if 2 minigunners hitting me at the same time is going to be good. I still think even if my shield couldn't take it, I would eventually win by just, I don't know, running around a lot more, basically, until I eventually kill. And in that situation, I would have had to have run around killing the the basic guys, all the minions, and then concentrate on the minigunners at the very end when it's only them left on the field. And then, even if they shred my shield, they're not nearly as much of a threat, because I can just use cover and they're so slow, so I would have just whittled them down at that point. But once I saw that my shield was actually, especially combined with the Reformation talent on my pistol, shooting their heads, that it was really keep staying alive, it's like, that's when I realized, oh man, I can do this. And now, if I can do it, then I'd rather kill them before concentrating on the minions, because when you have to concentrate on the lower dudes before the minigunners, you're just risking death more, because the minigunners, anytime they have their sight on you, are going to be lighting you up, so you're just going to be taking even more damage constantly in the open while you're trying to hunt down all the non-minigun dudes. But yeah, when I did this, I realized I could just stay there, and for some reason, all the minion dudes, I just call them that because they're not the heavy gun minigun dudes, the non-Chunguses, all of them seemed to just be concentrating in the center and weren't coming for me either, which was interesting. I feel like if they all just rushed me, if they all rushed me with the 2 Chunguses, I don't think even this build could survive anymore on Legendary. I still think I could do it on Heroic. I think I've done that on Heroic. But yeah, on Legendary, no, it's too much, I think, if they all rush me. But they thankfully didn't. So I just simply sat there taking pot shots on focused on one minigun dude, of course, until I could kill one minigun dude. And once I killed the first minigun dude, I knew, okay, it's a wrap. There's only one minigun dude left. One is easy to take. One is easy to tank with my shield and whittle him down. While tanking other things shooting me too, and then I can just finish him off. And then I just went in there and there was a sniper in there. Maybe that's why they were staying in there, because the sniper wanted to just stay on the second level, so they just refused to follow me, which actually worked in my favor, because it just let me focus on the Chunguses until I could go in and hunt all the other minion dudes left over. And that's what I did, that you didn't see. And yeah, I won. I didn't die finally. I finally beat it once. Of course, I didn't continue. It's like, there's no way I'm doing that. But again, this build is not done yet. So like, once I get my SHD maxed, once I get my expertise maxed too, once I finish maybe getting maxed out attributes too on the rest of my gear, I mean, I honestly think at that point he probably will be able to do a whole Legendary mission, like solo a whole mission. And I'd like to do the video part of that one day. It'll have to be in multiple parts, maybe, of showing me go through an entire legendary mission, because it's going to take forever. And again, it's not remotely worth it, like for the loot. You're much better off just farming countdown on challenge difficulty or anything else than trying to do legendary missions solo, especially. But if you do get a really good team, then yeah, they're worth it. But the thing is, legendary farming's only worth it if you're in not just a team, but a good team. And in my view, that would be, I think this tank build is a very good one for legendary, actually. I don't think red core builds, like striker builds and gun hunters, like all the meta gun builds, I really don't think they're that great in legendary. And I've been in teams with them because they just die too much. I remember when I first did it, I thought I was the issue, as usual, because it's like, I'm not doing enough DPS. So, of course, that's always the issue, right? But no, I learned it's like, no, I feel like my 3 teammates that were all gun builds was just the issue. Like, yeah, we lost, and I would eventually die too. But I was always the last one going down. I was always rezzing them multiple times. And then I was still doing my part, killing some dudes and taking distractions off of them. But yeah, it's just, we just couldn't do it because they just couldn't live, period. And I think they got separated, and it was a whole mess. But honestly, when this build can solo, legendary encounters at least, imagine a whole team of this guy. I mean, yeah, the mission might take a while to do, but I don't see us losing at all, honestly, because at that point, if I go down, or if another one with the same build as what I'm using goes down, then obviously it's very easy for another person to just go res them, because everyone's a tank. Like, everyone's a tank. But really, but not just that. If you've seen my previous videos, my refractor build, my skilled tier refractor build with drone and assault turrets, he is incredible, and he especially in teams. And I just feel like a whole team of him would also laugh at these missions, I know. Because you're talking about 4 drones, 4 turrets, taking all the heat, killing everybody, and then every guy is healing the other guy. Like every guy's turrets and drones are healing each other too. Imagine just a whole team of refractor builds in one of these missions. What's going to happen, man? I mean, one person might go down, but again, another can bring them back up, and drones and turrets will be taking aggression off of people and killing people, and I'm like, this is just... I don't see how that team seems like the best one. Maybe the best team, of course I'm biased because I'm talking about my own builds, right? But yeah, I still think like this build here, this Foundry tank build, and then maybe a second one of them, and then like 2 refractor guys. So then you have 2 tanks to res each other and res others, and then 2 skill-based builds to still do decent damage from just 6 skill tier drones and turrets on the field. And then the refractor guys are healing the whole team, and that includes me and the tanks, so that we're as tanky as possible at that point. So yeah, it's just, I mean, maybe in that situation, this is why I'm saying you need a good team. I actually think maybe a red core build, a pure gun build, pure like DPS, kill the enemies as quickly as possible. That would be good, maybe only in that team environment where you actually have a balanced team. Like you have someone like me being out in the field a bunch, tanking a lot of hits, being able to res people the best, and then you have a refractor guy, I think still would be great, healing the whole team, and then doing decent damage with his skills that are also taking the heat off everybody. And then maybe have like 2 gun builds in that situation. Maybe that would be the perfect team for legendary mission, is like a tank, a skill-based healer, and then 2 gun builds, 2 just straight DPS builds. I think that might actually be very good. Or maybe just at least 1 straight DPS build, maybe like 2 skill-based dudes, 1 tank, and then 1 red core user. I don't know, you don't need to listen anymore. I know I've been talking my butt off too much as usual, and we just need to cut the video now.